The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for The Media Zone with your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And the chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pairs game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
I slept pretty good, but late. Because I had to finish up that 3D segment late into the evening. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Media Zone. We're here on June 6th.
June 6th,
I wonder if do we have a show on June 19th? When is June 19th
That would be 13 days from now.
Can you do the math? This is Tuesday.
Well, it'll be a Monday.
I guess that's a good day to celebrate. June 19th. The day I was going to take a picture in the Barnes & Noble. They had Study Up for the Regents, and they had all those Regents books out there.
Oh, dear.
Which we would get through and try to pass those Regents exams. Of course, we dropped out. Why we celebrate June 19th is because we took the academic exemption from taking them in Mr. Verdiak's class.
Verdiak. I still want to know, is he still alive?
That's what I was going to say. If you know Mr. Verdiak, he was a teacher. Up until 1980, as far as we know, at Colony Central. So tell us if he's still out there and talking about Regents exams. Tonight we dropped a film, Megan Levy, because we got too much to do.
So let's get doing.
And we got It Comes at Night, Beatriz at Dinner, and Mummy. And I don't know how this Mummy is going to do, but we're going to take a look at it.
But first, It Comes at Night.
You do that because I don't have my read set up properly.
Well, all right then.
I'm still on show 3 here.
Let's go, folks. It Comes at Night. Stars. What is that? Stars Joel Edgerton, Kelvin Harrison Jr., and Christopher Abbott. Secure within a desolate home as an unnatural threat terrorizes the world, a man has established a tenuous domestic order with his wife and son. But this will soon be put to test when a desperate young family arrives seeking refuge. This film is not yet rated.
I didn't touch the door. What?
So we have a guy.
I'm thinking it's the zombie thing again. A natural. There's people outside they don't want to let in.
Because there's an unnatural threat. So he's holed up in his home. And now someone from the outside has decided we need to get in.
Right. This was an odd film that showed up on not all of this week's schedules, but it looked interesting enough here that I put it on, and it wasn't 2.5 minutes.
Oh, well, that's
a little short.
It's okay.
Was that the guy they dragged off the airplane that he was just dragging?
It's okay.
Ooh. I still want to see Blackenstein.
I believe I have the DVD.
Really?
Take a look at it here. I might get the Blu-ray. I want to see that in full quality. It Comes at Night.
Sure does.
Some people do.
Oh!
I was trying to word that nicely so the kids didn't understand.
No kids are watching this show. Very few adults even watching this show.
Kids not only doing it at night, apparently they're now practicing the stealthing maneuver.
Oh, I heard about that.
This is the new thing.
Yes. Explain that. You want to explain that, Ed?
I will. If you do have a funnier explanation that I might provide.
All I know is it's the removal of your prophylactic. Or
apparently
whatever.
the kids, they're not in trouble enough out there, getting knocked up left and right, with or without rubbers. Now they're taking, I'll use condoms.
All right.
I don't know which is less offensive. But they're having the sex, and they're probably over these dorms at SUNY, where not only do they have bumps,
right.
God only knows what else they're passing around over there, but they're over there doing this stealthing, where apparently they'll, in the throes of ecstasy,
yes.
they'll pull out, remove the condom, and insert it back in there.
Not the condom. The condom does not get inserted.
No.
What's the point of wearing it?
Apparently, these kids like to go in bareback these days.
I think to go au natural.
Now,
Because the condom obscures the feeling that they're having during their coitus.
it's not the good old days where you could get a shot of penicillin and clear that up. We got AIDS out there now.
Right.
Apparently, these kids don't mind, paying $200 a month for 18 years or whatever the current alimony is.
$200 a month.
What's the a week is it now?
Oh, world you're living in.
I don't know what it was, but apparently, they'll knock up left and right. Who cares? They've got to pay a few bucks or whatever. Besides, I don't know what these kids are thinking out. What are you thinking out there, you people watching us now in the SUNY dorms? I hope we're broadcast. If we're broadcast in the SUNY dorms, please write in and let us know why you're pulling off your condoms out there. You might catch a disease. At the worst, you might get an itchy thingy for a week. What the hell are they doing over there? These kids are nuts.
Right. Or
You're nuts out there.
You could end up a parent.
A parent, what is the worst thing? The disease or becoming a parent? I think it's a draw.
Well,
To
hey, I'm
parents.
okay with being a parent, but at least mine was planned properly.
Right.
There was no stealthing. I like the term stealthing. It's like they do it hidden, very stealthily.
Did you learn about this from Benita Zahn like I did?
No, I saw it.
Benita Zahn's a Facebook,
Her health report or
her
something.
Facebook page.
No,
She
I
put
saw it on Yahoo News.
Oh, Yahoo News.
Yeah, that almost was this thing. I was like, stealthing. What is that? And I read it, and I'm like, oh, well, why are they doing this?
Dumb.
I'm putting 3 on.
Yeah, we had 3 on. Jeez, dumb.
Nutty kids. Well, thank God we got rid of that first film because we just took up the time for that.
Yeah, well, this was more important. This
It
is a
was.
public message out
right.
there. To wear your condoms.
It's your PSA of the day.
Nuts out there. Kids are nuts, Dave.
They are nuts. All right.
Okay, I'm going to read the Beatriz at Dinner. This is another one that could have been tossed out, but I thought it looked kind of interesting. Well, she doesn't. She looks odd. Look at the big butt. I didn't know she had. Selma Hayek, Chloe Sevigny, who is usually nude or,
Check out the brown bunny.
tasting things. John Lithgow. He's a little racist in this one. And Connie Britton. Beatriz, an immigrant from a poor town in Mexico, has drawn on her innate kindness to build a career as a health practitioner in Los Angeles. Doug Strutt is a cutthroat, self-satisfied billionaire. This is like, this must have been written after the Trump debacle.
Oh, there you go.
When these two opposites meet at a dinner party, their worlds collide and neither will ever be the same.
Oh,
It's a little Trumpian. Look
oh,
at
there
that,
it goes.
Look at that.
It says it right there.
We're going to discuss. Couldn't Trump be discussing these things with a more attractive Mexican woman?
Well,
Not that she isn't
she's
attractive,
very-
but
they did.
they really downplayed her here.
They made her very plain.
I know she's much more comely than what I'm seeing here. They put the big mom jeans on her. A more remarkable performance.
That's remarkable. Just like the one where she played the artist with the one unibrow.
Yeah,
all the
she
way
almost
across.
has that here.
I couldn't watch that movie simply because I could just stare at that giant worm across her forehead.
Who's this other woman that's in here? It looks
Connie
familiar.
Britton?
Not
That's
her.
Connie Britton.
Somebody else looks sort of familiar.
Oh, they should all look familiar. Connie Britton, Chloe Sevigny, and John Lithgow.
Not Chloe. There
That's
she
Chloe.
is. Don't drink that. There's one other woman in here. Maybe we'll find out this June
Maybe we will.
when we go to the theater.
I'm going to a theater, but it's not for this movie.
If you had to see The Mummy or this,
I'd go with Mummy. Even that I can't stand Tom Cruise.
well, I like Tom Cruise more since the Mission Impossible films,
Which I've never seen.
which you've never seen. I think to myself, boy, he's nutty with the Scientology, but he's also nutty. He'll hang off a plane. That's kind of exciting to watch in the theater.
I believe it's special effects, Ed.
No, he was hanging off the plane in that last one.
Was he?
He was attached to it with a wire.
Oh, of course.
But he was hanging off a plane. It was so thrilling that the challenged folks in the front row, when we went to see it, were screaming at the screen, and they had to be wheeled out.
The challenged folks? Is that what you said?
I was trying to be as nice as possible. You remember what I... You remember the whole story about that, right, Dave?
Yes,
and
I
the
do.
producer was there, too. He witnessed this.
It almost went right past me that you said that word, and I had to think about it. What did he say? Oh, oh man. The Mummy.
Usually by the fourth show, things get a little looser here.
Oh.
Now, this trailer looks a little more like a horror movie than that first one we saw, where Tom Cruise was falling out of a plane and things.
Oh. There we go. Sophia Boutella. Tom Cruise, Russell Crowe. Tom Cruise headlines a spectacular, all-new cinematic version of the legend that has fascinated cultures all over the world since the dawn of civilization. The Mummy. Thought safely entombed in a tomb deep beneath the unforgiving desert, an ancient princess whose destiny was unjustly taken from her is awakened in our current day, bringing with her malevolence grown over millennia and terrors that defy human comprehension. From the sweeping sands of the Middle East through hidden labyrinths under modern-day London, The Mummy brings a surprisingly intensity. That's a surprising intensity and balance of wonder and thrills in this imaginative new take that ushers in a new world of gods and monsters. Which, by the way, Gods and Monsters was a very good film.
Based on James Whale and
Yes.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
And there's how we connect them films, because Brendan Fraser was in Gods and Monsters and also in The Mummy.
Right, the other Mummy
Mummy.
franchise.
Yeah.
Well, it was a female mummy this time. And I don't know why, but there's a shot in here later. I don't know why giant sand faces have become connected with mummy films. That was in the other one.
Right, it was.
That's a nice thing. This is some creepy stuff we didn't see in the other trailer. But this is supposed to be the start of a new franchise.
Yeah, I was just going to address that.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
No, I was just going to say this probably is going to be, when they say usher in a new take, that they're going to start making a series of them.
Well, there is a series planned of Universal monster mashups.
Werewolf?
The werewolf, and they're all Frankenstein. They always start with the mummy for some reason.
Well, I'd be
there's
okay with that, because the Wolfman one with Benicio del Toro was kind of crappy.
Didn't we enjoy that at the time, though?
I like the effects of it, but it just the Anthony Hopkins turning into
we didn't
is an
need
elderly werewolf
Yeah.
at the end. That was too much. And I don't know about Benicio del Toro. I mean, he makes a fine beer commercial, but that's about it.
Remember the Boris Karloff mummy? All he was trying to do was revive his dead
Right.
wife. And this one, they seem to be wanting to take over the world, the mummies.
Well, they evolve.
Huh. I hope it gets some kind of decent buzz. It'd be nice to see revive monsters.
Yeah.
Hopefully better than that Van Helsing film. We don't want all CGI monsters. Looks like there's a little bit of a female and some mummy wrappings, a little bit.
So you're saying they're going to be doing a Frankenstein?
A Frankenstein.
Will it be closely adhered to the original, or will they make some kind of wacky Robert De Niro Frankenstein?
It'll be as close to the original as this one is to the mummy, I think.
So then it'll be totally different.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the connecting factor is, what's his name there? Russell Crowe. He seemed to have some sort of museum where they're tracking monsters. There was a vampire skull in there. So,
Well done.
yes.
Well done, Universal.
We'll see. Well, we'll wish him for a hit, Universal, in the summer.
Okay.
DVDs, right? We're going to do those.
Oh, yes. I remember doing this one.
Oh! This looked creepy and maybe interesting, but not enough to go out to see it.
Right.
Possibly, I don't know if I'll buy this on Blu-ray, but see it somewhere. I won't see it on Netflix because I'm sure I will have canceled it by now. I just had
How long is your free preview?
a month or
A
90
month.
days or something.
Oh, okay.
I had to watch that Daredevil series.
Here you go. You're Van Helsing.
Yeah, this was on Sci-Fi. I saw it was on there, but I had no interest in even finding out what it was about. Have you seen any?
I have not.
No.
Be honest with you, I never even knew it was a series.
You saw it, you thought maybe it was that terrible movie.
I've seen that movie.
This is a series on HBO, I believe, where there's a lot of the popes are having all kinds of sex and
What?
copulation, apparently.
You can't do that. You're the Pope.
I'm sure this is fiction.
I've never heard of this. This is on HBO?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Diane Keaton, I'm hoping she keeps her clothes on.
Oh.
She did show her ass not that long ago in the Jack Nicholson movie. It was nice
she-
from afar.
Did she do a topless one like Looking for Mr. Goodbar? Was that her in that?
Yeah, I believe that she was topless. That film has never been released either. I think there was a lot of songs that might be an issue. She was going to the bars all the
Right.
time. I remember Boz Scaggs playing it one scene.
The Last Word.
Now this I can't see, remember, because she's had so much work done. It was disturbing to watch. It was like
Shirley?
watching The Mummy. Yeah.
Shirley MacLaine?
This was scarier than The Mummy.
She is like 80 or something, isn't she?
Yeah.
81?
Well, don't pull it back that far, though.
Oh.
Somehow Raquel Walsh did it fine.
And so did Raquel Welch. Kill them all, Ed.
I looked up the trailer for this because I don't know anything about this, but I thought it was interesting that the poster right up front and center featured a man being strangled by a leg with a foot on full display. Probably something would be fit right in with wiki feet. But I never seen like a foot that prominent on a poster before. So I found that fascinating. Nobody else does. No trailer. I looked up the trailer. It looked like it might be fun, but no. This was the most fun you're going to find. A foot strangling a man.
Oh, dear.
Now, this is where the video is. I remember watching Hee Haw on occasion. Do you, Dave?
No, I would never watch this show.
Well, you'd hope to see Misty Rowe pop up in the cornfield or something with a little cleavage.
What? How desperate were we back then?
There was little to nothing to watch, folks, when we're talking about watching Hee Haw. Now, the one thing I forgot for 40 years until I saw this cover, I thought this was funny when these two guys would sing, "You Was Gone." Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
So I had to look it up, and here it is. It's as catchy as ever, as it was 40 years ago, Dave.
Now we got along, my life was real sunny, but only one thing would ruin our fun. I know you love me, but you worship money, and you got mad when I offered you none. Well, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I'd found true love. You met another and you was gone.
I thought that was a riot when I was a
Wait a
kid.
minute.
It was so fun.
Did they do that on every episode?
Yeah,
The exact same song?
they changed it a little, I think. Sometimes a guest star would come in,
Oh,
a country star.
God. No, I never watched Hee Haw.
Huh.
Buck Owens has passed. But Roy is, I think, still around, isn't he? When did he
I don't
die?
think there's any.
He must have been recent then, not too long ago, within the last couple of years.
Misty Rowe is the only one left, and she's barely hanging on. What did you put in, producer? I think we're out of material.
Werewolf 3D?
Oh yeah, put that in the hopper. We got a few minutes.
We're out of material. We could have done that Megan Levy.
No, because I have pop figures over here.
pop
It'll
figures.
take a couple minutes.
All right, do we need our glasses again?
Put your glasses on. See, now this worked. I think because I had to convert it to standard DVD. We lost some of the 3D last week on TV. Here we go. Put your glasses on from last week. See, this looks much better than what we were witnessing last week.
Yeah, it's passable.
There's more depth in the background than actually something coming out, but You met another. Now, the pop figures, you're familiar with those, Dave.
I am familiar with the pop figures.
Only because I brought them down. You probably wouldn't have seen them in FYE.
I have seen them in FYE. I remember some Christmas gift items that I was looking for my daughter.
Ah, she wanted
And
some of the...
No.
No?
She did not want pop figures.
She didn't want...
But I had to go in FYE to find other items, and that's where I see like this stack of them. Mm-hmm. Just so many. And
It's the stack that... Now, I was in the FYE a week ago, and in the back, in the corner, I've never seen a sale like this. Buy one, get 3 free.
Oh, no.
All the crap. I did find enough. I found one thing I wanted. It was the Cesar Romero Bank from Batman. And I found 3 other items I'll be unloading on eBay, but you can't go wrong. You buy one item,
Yeah.
I think it was $10, you get 3 free.
Wow.
Throw those up there. Now, they have plenty of pop figures. I wonder why there isn't an outroar with some of these things.
Is it an outrage or an uproar? But it can't be an outroar.
It is, I think, when these things... Now, they're cute little figures, and they've done them of just about everything now. But these were mafia killers, Dave. And here they are in your little pop figure form. Even Barnes & Noble had an exclusive Michael with a hat on.
Oh.
I haven't found...
I am not offended at this. It's acceptable to me.
I mean, they're not shown shooting people's eyes out like they did in the film, but, you know, they do have monster ones, and they're bloody, and they have Jason and Freddy, and nobody seems to mind, though. The kids, you know, looking at the...
Well, it'd be different if it was, say, Ted Bundy or John Wayne Gacy, but these are fictional characters.
Right.
So I think it's okay.
That's okay. How far are we going to go where the complaints start coming in, though?
I'm sure someone's complained.
Probably. But
People complain about everything.
Nothing yet.
But I'm sure someone said, why are you glorifying horrible characters in with these cutesy pop figures? Nothing cutesy about killing people.
Don't forget, even Fredo is included in the set here. The mousy, weaselly character. I want Marlon Brando. I can't find him. He must be disappearing off the shelves.
He was one of the 3 free.
The Sonny, of course, who was, if they had a special variant version with Sonny loaded with bullet holes,
Right.
maybe that would be a little offensive. But no one's complaining.
Don't bother, do they?
Only the Marvel and Disney ones, Bobble, or
Bobble? They
whatever,
barble?
whatever they.
What an outroar.
So I go up to the counter at FYE, Dave, and they're always hawking these free cards, the store card. Now, I've been through it before with FYE and Barnes & Nobles. The free card they offer, you're paying for after the trial week or whatever it is. So the guy says, do you want the card? I'm going to write to FYE and tell them to stop doing it. They're taking up time in the line. Do you want your free card? I said, is this the free card that's going to cost you after a week? Yes. I told him, I carry those store cards under protest, the free ones. I do not pay for these cards.
Right.
I will not pay for your... They should be dragging people into that store with some kind of free promotion. I don't want to pay for your card. I'm going to be paying buy one, get 3 pops next year when that fad goes out of style. The walls of that store are lined with pop figures, Dave, that they can't sell.
That's why there's 3 free.
Did you see Derek and Julianne Hough were wandering around?
They were at a local mall.
Yeah, they were wandering around the cross gates. They had the show of Proctor's. So they were it looked like Derek was in the video game store and Julianne was wandering the halls.
Oh.
So you could have seen celebrities.
She's very attractive.
Yeah, she's a little comely there. Did anybody see their show down at Proctor's?
I didn't even know they had one.
They had their dancing show. Now, we were made aware last week, after 30 years on the air or whatever, that we have 5 minutes left, but this is our 5 minutes.
Right.
There's 30 seconds reserved after this for the credits. Is that correct? We just found this out after, we're wrapping up the 10 here in a few months. 5 minutes we have. Now, we found that out last. What we don't have is material.
Well, we got games.
Oh, that's right, the game. I was thinking, well, we got plenty of time for the game now.
Well, we do.
When we were rushing.
That 30 seconds is going to make a difference to you?
It
really?
is. It does, because I try to reserve
time
a
for
minute or
credits.
so for credits.
Oh, see, I never thought that.
You never did.
No, I'm like, we're going until it buzzes, and that's up to him. He's the producer. He knows what he's doing.
I didn't know we had 30 or 40 seconds after this buzz.
No, I
See,
didn't.
this is things we didn't know.
All right.
But now it is time for the game, so we did have material. We talked about Derek and Julianne. That was enough material. Now we go over here.
It's the Poster Pairs game, folks, where you have sent in 2 numbers from 1 to 6 via email. We take your entry, if we select it, reveal what's behind those 2 numbers, and if they match, you win 2 free movie passes. And if you right spin the wheel, you could win 10 in total.
I forgot to talk about the Doritos promotion, Dave.
I forgot to talk about a hole.
You forgot about it. Maybe we can get it in during the game. Can we work it in?
No.
They had a Doritos promotion only on Amazon where it was a bag of Doritos that played the soundtrack to the movie.
Right.
And they said it was going up online Friday. And Friday, with about 3 hours left, it was up there for about a couple minutes till it was sold out. And you should have seen the uproar about these Dorito bags, which I probably would have gotten had they not been $30, I found out.
Gary.
1
and 2.
1 and 2, the next to each other.
And spin the wheel.
And spin.
You got a good feeling about this, Ed?
Yeah.
You better hope it does it quick because we get,
We do have. Ah,
man.
we haven't had a winner in a while. And we'll give you the address where you can send in.
It's MediaZone95@gmail.com. MediaZone95@gmail.com. Send an email with 2 numbers from 1 to 6 to that email address. And if we select your entry and we reveal what's behind the 2 numbers you've given us, and if they match, you'd win 2 free movie passes. But it doesn't stop there. Because if you right spin the wheel, we'll bring out the wheel. And guess what we're going to do, Ed? We're going to spin it. So you have 1 chance to turn those 2 tickets into 10, 2 chances to walk away with 6, or sit in your couch, and we'll send them to you. 2 chances for 4, 6 chances you keep the 2, 5 chances you lose 1, and 2 chances you lose them both. There you go. All right, I want to get this in real quick, Ed.
Get this in.
Have you ever been called an ass by your wife? Ever said, you're such an ass?
I don't recall that ever being said, Dave.
But, that's okay. I can accept that because, asses can be nice, shapely, cute.
Okay.
But have you ever been called an a-hole?
No. The full word or the TV version?
The full word.
No.
You see, that I've been called. No. Apparently, the woman I'm dating feels that's a term of endearment. And I say to you, no, it is not. Because if you're called an ass, again, it can be construed as cutesy, because asses can be cute, supple, shapely, nice.
Yeah.
But there is nothing remotely nice about an a-hole.
I would say no. Did you do something to prompt this?
No.
No.
I was maybe being a bit of a smart aleck.
Smart aleck, okay.
And she gently touched my arm and with a smile said, "Oh, you're such an a-hole."
Huh. I don't know if I approve of this.
I don't approve of it, and I told her as much. You know what? You call me an ass, I'm okay with that. But you add the hole at the end of it, I find that offensive because, like I say, there's nothing pleasant about that. There's nothing good.
I might accept the a-hole, the term. The actual term a-hole. That's kind of cuter than what it's standing for. No, you don't accept that.
That's unacceptable.
Okay. Yeah, that's too early to be. That's like 15 years into marriage, maybe that might pop up.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, I see we have a few seconds, and we're going to have 30 to sign off. We'll see you next time.
The Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.